Around 6 months ago, I shot a few tests with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K and the original Canon EOS R. My goal was to see if I could make either of them a good candidate as a B camera to my Canon C200. So at the moment, my current setup for most shoots is the C200 as my A camera, a Sony A7S Mark II for a B camera, usually for interviews, and a Panasonic GH5, which mostly lives on the Ronin M. Like any camera, these have all got their pros and cons, and I like to pick and choose fairly selectively how I like to use them to get the best out of them. Here's my current issue. The GH5 has too small a sensor for use on interviews, and the Sony only looks good when you're shooting shallow depth of field or 25p. In 50p and wide angle, which is how I mostly shoot all of my Ronin shots, artifacts are just way too obvious. So at the moment, I tend to shoot all my gimbal shots on the GH5 and my other B-roll on the Canon C200, both of which can handle 50p a lot better. In the side-by-side test of the EOS R shooting 4K to an external ProRes recorder, the Atomos Shogun, the pictures cut together really well. Finally, I potentially have two Canon cameras back together again. Alright, so I'll just go through my settings or my setup quickly. I've got, two cameras and aperture 120D Mark II with a big softbox and Filoni LED backlight and recording audio through Rode NTG3. If this was the quality I could get out of the camera internally, I'd be more than happy with it. But this is a massive 4K file with a huge crop on the sensor as well. It's just not feasible for the everyday work that I do, especially when I'm getting better quality footage from the Canon C200 at a fraction of that data rate. So realistically, I need to be able to use the internal record from any camera that I'm shooting with. With the Canon EOS R and the Canon C200, setup includes an aperture 120D Mark II and a Filoni, and we are set to 5,000. Unfortunately, on this very first version of the EOS R, the video quality just isn't there yet. The colors are super nice and it graded really easily with the Canon log footage from the C200, but it just isn't sharp enough. So ultimately I scratched this camera off the list due to the picture just being too soft. I'm hopeful, really hopeful, that the EOS R5 will be a massive improvement on this, and I'll definitely be revisiting it as another option for a new B cam once it's released. So while I was at it, I shot some tests with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. Now I'd rented this after returning the EOS R, so I never had the chance to do a full 3-camera side-by-side test, but honestly I didn't see the point in doing that anyway. I loved the picture out of the Blackmagic. It was tack sharp, beautiful colors and dynamic range in film gamma. It intercuts easily with the Canon C200. My issue was just that it's not super easy to run on the Ronin M. I think the larger Ronin would have been a better option. You would definitely need to build this up and kit it out to make it practical, which wasn't something that I was after. For now, I'm still rocking my 3-camera setup, which I tweak here and there depending on the job. Like everyone else, I've been waiting forever for a Sony A7S Mark III, but at the time of making this video, where it's smack bang in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, it's just not looking like it's going to be coming out anytime soon. I'm yet to try out the Panasonic S1H. It seems like a really nice camera, but I'm a bit put off by a new lens mount and I don't love Vlog either. So really my biggest hope at the moment is the EOS R5, just hoping it's going to be a really nice camera. That's it. I hope you found that helpful, and if you're in lockdown like I am right now, stay strong and catch you next time.